Let's see. For the pedantic among us, I include any device that makes noise, not just phones. If you have a pager, if you have something else. You may have yours. You're the exception. You're always the exception.
Also, on the form, we can see previous responses, like of other people who submitted forms. Okay. We can see what they submitted. I'm not sure if that was intentional.
As long as you can submit yours, edit then, that's good. Don't edit people's responses.
Well, we can't edit them.
Good. As long as your information is in. So, right, to that end, you all have filled out your semis paperwork. Yeah?
Yes.
Everyone who's played around has been accounted for in the preliminaries and this round. Great. Let's see. Let us, while we wait for B4 to show up. Illinois, where are we going? Come on up here. I would like us to start the pre-flight because we want to get going ASAP.
All right.
We are tight.
Understood.
Where is B4? Do we know?
You said he's in the building.
Yeah, he's in the building. Trying to find him.
Link here yesterday.
Literally a long hallway.
Don't go break it. All have name tags.
It's easy.
Are we C's or A?
C's.
Why would I do that?
If I stand over here, Massachusetts, can you hear me okay? Yeah.
That would help a lot. It's a little hard.
So if I come out here, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Wonderful. We're still waiting on a player. But for the players we do have here, can we have them down on the buzzers? I would like to keep going. We gotta do stuff, guys.
Trying to figure out.
Can I get all the ones? The buzz. Or buzzer check.
One.
Hey, 4, you're not a one.
Sorry, I honestly wasn't.
Okay, let me hit the ones. See one more time. Thank you. The 2s.
One.
Who won?
Okay, all the 3s. All the 4s. And can I get everybody on the A-team to bus? A4, you're fast. Good. Good. The buzzers work. Captains. 1, 3, A3, B1, C4. Awesome. Aurelia. I should probably have handed those out.
As in the queue of options, yeah.
Press N. Here's next, guys.
That means you memorized.
Any updates? Missing player.
None since he
Okay.
You've heard us all the time.
Okay. All right. Here's what we're doing. Room. We are amazingly. We are already behind. Awesome. We are going to read Aurelia, and then we're going to decide what to do about that. My Latin is different than your Latin, which is different than your teacher's Latin. Please read along as I read the Aurelia passage. Aurelia, cui placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurre coipit. Ecce. Are there any questions on my Latinity? Wonderful. Oh, yes.
I have two questions. Do you pronounce periods and abbreviations
Yes.
and dates? Like, I can do that.
Like 312.
Okay.
753.
Also, I have like a really good suggestion. Like, you can have like the date like at the beginning of the Aurelia passage, so you can answer those like.
Well, I don't know how you read that as Latin.
Yeah, you be like second 31.
That means it's going to be Aurelia.
You can do it in Latin.
I think for now you're just going to have to keep asking that question.
I will, and I'm very happy with that.
Thank you.
Aurelia.
Yeah, why is this sweaty?
Why is he sweating? Yeah.
That one's here.
Aurelia.
Yeah, that one's right here.
All right. What do you think, bud? She's here?
What?
Oh.
Awesome. Get in here. Get in here. Nobody in or out except for on score checks. Now that we have all the players. Cool? Score checks at 5, 10, 15, 19, and 20. This is the semifinal round. That means that there are a whole bunch of stakes. If there should be a problem with any of the questions, up through 19, sorry, lodge those protests with us. We have to resolve everything before we can move on to 20. And if there's a problem with 20, we'll deal with that. Is that clear? You have until the end of the round. In the prelims, you've been able to come up after the fact and say, I had a challenge. No, it's got to be done. When the round is over, it is over. So say it, moderator. Cool? Cool. Any other procedural questions? I should read the content more, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Content for the advanced semifinals. The study of the humanities often challenges us as we examine the full range of the human experience. This Certamen round contains mention of abduction, infant mortality, and other difficult content. As always, take care of yourselves and reach out to your chaperones and sponsors if you need to talk about the content. Okay, are we good? Yeah. All right, we're getting this bird in the air. Toss-up number 1 for any player on any team. What author drew
C4.
Answer, please. Time. No others? Let's pick. I will repeat. What author drew focus to his interest in natural science as a defense?
B2.
Younger.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. And I'll start again. What author drew focus to his interest in natural science as a defense against the charge that he had enchanted?
A4.
Apuleius is correct. Enchanted his wife Pudentilla in his apologia was the rest of the question. Bonus 1 for the A team. Apuleius' praenomen is conflated with the name of the main character of his Metamorphoses, who spends the majority of the book as a donkey. What is that name?
Lucius.
Lucius is correct. Bonus 2. What goddess ends up transforming the asinine Lucius back into a human, perhaps even into the author himself at the end of the book?
Isis.
That's correct. Yes, Isis is correct. For a full 20 points on toss-up 1. Toss-up number 2 for any player on any team. Shortly after a false charge by Fonteius Capito labeled him as a traitor, what man led a revolt on the Lower Rhine against legionnaires?
A1.
Julius Civilis is correct. Against legionaries of Vitellius, forming a short-lived Batavian republic was the rest of the question. Bonus 1. What other commander along the Rhine failed to stop Civilis from advancing to Vetera and was later lynched by troops who were still loyal to Vitellius?
Could you repeat?
What other commander along the Rhine failed to stop Civilis from advancing to Vetera and was later lynched by troops who were still loyal to Vitellius?
Windex.
I'm sorry, Windex is incorrect. I'm looking for Flaccus, Hordeonius Flaccus. Bonus 2. In 70 AD, what ally of Vespasian formed an army that Quintus Petilius Carialis used to recover Moguntiacum, Trier, and Vetera? In 70 AD, what ally of Vespasian formed an army that Quintus Petilius Carialis used to recover Moguntiacum, Trier, and Vetera?
Antonius Primus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This is Gaius Licinius Mucianus. That is 10 points on 2. Toss-up number 3 for any player on any team. What Latin word is combined with integer in a Horatian quote?
A4.
Vita.
Vita is correct. That denotes a blameless man, is combined with aqua in a euphemistic term for alcohol, and is the V in the abbreviation C period V period. Vita. Bonus 1. What four-word quotation from Horace's Odes literally means, I have erected a monument more lasting than bronze?
Monumentum ira perennis. Or is it perennius ira?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Exegi monumentum ira perennius.
Exegi monumentum ira perennius is correct. Bonus 2. An idiomatic phrase from Horace refers to the good old days with the name of what consul of 42 BC?
Could you repeat it?
An idiomatic phrase from Horace refers to the good old days with the name of what consul of 42 BC?
Would it be in a quote?
Decimus Brutus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Plancus, Lucius Munatius Plancus. That is 15 on 3. Toss-up number 4 for any player on any team. What name in mythology is shared by an Argive king who advised Polynices on an
A4.
Ethos.
Iphis is correct. On enlisting the help of Amphiaraus, a Cyprian man whose death caused a woman's calcification, and a daughter of Lintus transformed into a man on the eve of their wedding was the rest of the question. Bonus 1. The first Iphis mentioned in the toss-up may have had a personal investment in the success of the 7 against Thebes. Which of the 7 was his son-in-law?
I believe Eteoclos, but actually,
That he is one of them.
could you repeat?
The first Iphis mentioned in the toss-up may have had a personal investment in the success of the 7 against Thebes. Which of the 7 was his son-in-law?
Eteoclos.
Okay. Eteoclos.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Capaneus. Or Capaneus. Bonus 2. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, who recounts the tale of the Cypriot Iphis, whose death caused Anaxarete to turn to stone?
Vertumnus.
Vertumnus is correct, for 15 points on toss-up 4. Toss-up number 5, for any player on any team. Give the 2 Latin words, a verb and a pronoun, that are at the root of
A3.
Wos and doe.
Do and wos is correct.
Yeah.
Rendezvous was the word. Bonus 1. Based on its Latin derivation, how many years have passed if an establishment is celebrating its sesquicentennial anniversary?
No, sesqui is a 1.5.
Oh,
So,
no.
Yeah, go for it.
So 150.
150 is correct. Bonus 2. Using your knowledge of Latin derivatives, what can you conclude about a species of lichen that is saxicolous?
Can you repeat, please?
Using your knowledge of Latin derivatives, what can you conclude about a species of lichen that is saxicolous?
It grows on stone.
It grows on stone, lives on rocks, it inhabits crags. Is correct for 20 points on toss-up 5. What's our score after 5?
After 5, our scores are Massachusetts 80, Illinois yet to score, and Wisconsin yet to score.
I like the Henry the beer.
Good. All right, for coming in, get settled quickly.
Oh,
quickly.
I was wondering, another common stuff for
Right there.
1.0? Okay,
Yep, that's
thank
right.
you.
Let's get moving.
Okay.
Take a seat.
It's fine, Judge.
All right, deep breath, reset. Toss-up number 6 for any player on any team. Abandoned by her abducted mother when she was just 9 years old, what woman was raised by her aunt Clytemnestra before...
C3. Electra.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
A4.
Iphigenia.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
E3.
Answer, please.
Helen.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Before being promised in marriage to 2 different men by her thoughtless father Menelaus, Hermione. No points on this. Toss-up number 7 for any player on any team. Aided by his wife Valeria in obtaining reinforcements after a defeat.
E4.
Answer, please.
Constantine.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
No place.
I will repeat. Aided by his wife Valeria in obtaining reinforcements after a defeat near Carrhae. What?
E2.
Answer, please.
Crassus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
A1.
Answer, please. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. What Caesar was able to capture in Nisibis and Ctesiphon a year later in 298 AD, it's hilarious. No points on 7. Toss-up number 8 for any player on any team. Susan Shearer loves to travel, not just to conventions, but also around the world to classical sites. Using Australis for southern and remembering that tonstreaks means shearer, say in Latin, Shearer and her husband were returning rather often to southern.
A3.
Tonstrix et maritus redebant Scipius ad Australes situs.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
B1.
Tonstrix et maritus redibunt.
Finish your answer. Time.
Yeah, can
I'm going to call time.
Okay, third place.
I will repeat. Susan Shearer loves to travel, not just to conventions, but also around the world to classical sites. Using Australis for southern and remembering that tonstreaks means shearer, say in Latin, Shearer and her husband were returning rather often to southern France. I think I read it twice.
You didn't finish
Oh,
the first one.
Susan Shearer loves to travel, not just to conventions, but also around the world to classical sites. Using Australis for southern and remembering that tonstreaks means shearer, say in Latin, Shearer and her husband were returning rather often to southern France.
C4.
Tonstrix et maritus rediebunt Scipius ad Galliam Australam.
I'm not going to take that. So, two of you were hold on. You said Rediebont.
Oh,
It's Rediebont.
oh.
So I'm not going to take it right now. No points on toss-up 8. Toss-up number 9 for any player on any team. What Latin author wrote a hexameter poem on weather signs for
A4.
Vero Atticus.
Vero Atticus is correct. From which Virgil translated Apollonius of Rhodes' Argonautica into Latin and described Caesar's campaign in Gaul in the Bellum Sequanicum. It's Varro Atticus. Bonus 1. Which leader of the Suebi is heavily featured in Varro Atticus' account of Caesar's campaign?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my shit. Ariovistus.
Ariovistus is correct. Bonus 2. What was the name of Varro Atticus' lover, to whom he dedicated a series of elegiac poems?
Right. I defer to
A4.
James.
Okay.
Lucadia.
Lucadia is correct. Rifle 20 on toss-up number 9. Toss-up number 10 for any player on any team. Listen carefully to the following adapted epitaph, which I will read twice. Then answer the questions that follow in Latin. Hic jacet optatus, infans pietatis nobilis, qui precor ut cineres sint lilia sintque rosae, terraque quae mater nunc est, sibi sit levis oro. Namque vita pueri fuit gravis nullis. Ergo, quia parentes miseri possunt praestare, hoc sepulchrum constituere nato suo. I will repeat. Hic jacet optatus, infans pietatis nobilis, qui precor ut cineres sint lilia sintque rosae, terraque quae mater nunc est, sibi sit levis oro. Namque vita pueri fuit gravis nullis. Ergo, quia parentes miseri possunt praestare, hoc sepulchrum constituere nato suo. Your question. Qualis?
A3.
Optatus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
B4.
Pietatis nobilis.
Pietatis nobilis is correct. Qualis invans fuit optatus was the question. Bonus 1. Cur mater orat ut terra sit levis infanti?
Could you please repeat the sentence that contains terra?
Terraque, quae mater nunc est, sibi sit levis obrum.
Did you repeat the question?
It's the non-quiv.
Cur mater orat ut terra sit levis infanti? I need an answer, please.
In Latin.
Yeah.
Vita pueri fuit gravinulis.
Sorry, that's in. It's gravis.
Oh, did it say gravis?
Yeah, fuit gravis nuris. Because the vita was gravis. Otherwise, you're right. Sorry. Bonus 2. Quo munere parentes post mortem optati fungi possunt?
Can you repeat the sentence starting with ergo?
Ergo, quia parentes miseri possunt praestare, hoc sepulchrum constituere nato suo.
What's that difference?
Time.
I need an answer, please.
Defer to A4.
Okay.
Or B4, sorry. Not you. In Latin.
On something.
Constituere natu suo hoc sepulchrum.
Yep. Constituere sepulchrum nato suo. Yes.
Ready ADOC will be accepted, it's in the OL.
Wonderful. Perfect timing to tell me that. So for toss-up 10, the B team is awarded 15 points.
Yeah. What about so? And then
So-
for the
We're going to go back to 8 and do this bony before the score check.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So that's the sentence, student share.
This is for C,
It's for
right?
C. Bony for C. But now, using mantica for travel bag, say in Latin, if only I had gone with her and carried her travel bag.
Can you repeat just the sentence, please?
If only I had gone with her and carried her travel bag.
time.
I need an answer, please.
Utinam iuisit cum ea et tulicet manticas suas.
I'm sorry, if only I had gone with her. Iwisem, tulisem. Otherwise, you're looking pretty good. Bonus 2. Now say in Latin, using a relative clause of purpose, I would have helped her bring more pictures home to show her students. I would have helped her bring more
Time.
pictures. I need an answer.
Aduisum eam we
I need something.
fair red ferret plus picturi.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. We need something along the lines of aduissem eam fere or portare plures picturas quas discipulis demonstrare. The pictures which demonstrate the true things. I'm being helped. So that is still do 10 points. Score check.
All right. Score check after 10. Massachusetts has 100. Illinois 15, and Wisconsin 10.
So it's in there, so just so you know.
I thought, bro,
Yeah, if you need to get out of here, go. Make it quick.
If you're an intermediate player, go.
Yeah. Quickly, ándale.
Hilarious there, come on.
All right. Deep breath. Halfway through. Question. Turn my face. Toss-up number 11. for any player on any team. After subduing the neighboring Trinovantes in Essex, what ruler of the area north of the River Thames met an invasion in 54? Answer please. Cassivellaunus is correct. In 54 BC, that the forces of Julius Caesar launched against Britain. Cassivellaunus. Bonus 1. Cassivellaunus' nation, the Catuillani, were conquered a century later and settled in what city as their capital, which Boudica brutally sacked and is today called St. Albans?
Wait, can you repeat?
Cassivellaunus' nation, the Catuillani, were conquered a century later and settled in what city as their capital, which Boudica brutally sacked and is today called St. Albans?
St. Albans.
Done.
I need an answer, please.
Camelidinum.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Verulamium.
Can you spell that? Yeah.
Yeah, Verulamium. Verulamium.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's the modern name?
St. Albans. Bonus 2. In 53 BC, what leader of the Eburones defeated a legion and a half of Romans near Liege, much in the style of the Battle of Caudine Forks? In 53 BC, what leader of the Eburones defeated a legion and a half of Romans near Liege, much in the style of the Battle of Caudine Forks?
Ambiorix.
Ambiorix is correct. 15 points on toss-up 11. Toss-up number 12 for any player on any team. What man's death led Pronous and Agenor to go to the Arcadian king Agapenor and sell their sister, Arsinoe, although she was still...
A4.
Alcmaeon?
Alcmaeon is correct. Although she was still in mourning for her husband. Bonus 1. Perhaps Alcmaeon should more properly be called her ex-husband, since he had already married what daughter of the river Achelous?
Caleroe.
Caleroe is correct. Bonus 2. Caleroe bore Alcmaeon what 2 sons, who grew to manhood overnight by the will of Zeus, so that they might avenge their father's murder?
I defer to A2.
Okay.
Acardon and Amphoterus.
Acharon and Amphoterus are correct for a full 20 points on toss-up 12. It is now time for the visual toss-up. As I'm sure you've heard, there exists one among the rooms,
There is
a copy of the visual that is signed by all the moderators. Only time will tell if you got the golden ticket.
I was just about to make that reference.
No.
No.
Willy Wonka.
You may now open your visuals. You have about 10 seconds to examine it.
I got it! I got it!
Now you can use your time. The question. Dic mihi quae ex his personis avaritia
A3.
F.
F. Afflicta sit was the rest of the question. Bonus 1 for the 18. Quae ex reliquis personis consumsisset aliquid amaro, oculis clausis et sine lacrimis?
Oh, D. Without two.
Quae ex reliquis personis consumsisset aliquid amaro, oculis clausis et sine lacrimis?
Without two.
A.
A is correct. Bonus 2. Quae ex reliquis personis aegretudine afflicta est?
B.
B.
B is correct. Would someone kindly, for the audience,
I got it, I got it, I got
Thank
it.
you. Audience? Gold stars all around. And someone got the gold. Awesome. We're all in.
How many points is that? The sign?
20.
No. All right, bring it. Toss-up number 14 for any player on any team. What is the name for a verbal noun which appears only in...
A3.
Gerard.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Anyone else? I will repeat. What is the name for a verbal noun which appears only in the accusative?
C1.
Supine.
Supine, correct. Accusative and ablative cases in the fourth declension, such as in the phrases mirabile visu and contenderunt visum. Supine. Bonus 1. In Statius's Thebaid, Parthenopaeus is referred to as Trux Atlantiades, which refers to him by using of the name of his mother. What is the name for this type of noun?
Repeat the.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I misread it. It's atalantiatis. Thank you.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. In Statius the Biot, Parthenopaeus is referred to as Trux Atalantiades, which refers to him by using the name of his mother. What's that called? And I need an answer. No, we're looking for the word matronymic. Matronymic. Like a patronymic, but for your mom. Bonus 2. Petronius' use of the word apoculamus, meaning we rush off, in his Satyricon, and Horace's use of de proeliantes in Ode 1:9, are both examples of what linguistic phenomenon described by a Greek phrase that refers to the only attested use of a word in the language or an author's corpus.
Time.
Answer, please. Now we're looking for the phrase hapax legomenon, or just hapax, what it works. Shows up once. That is 10 points on 14. Toss up number 15 for any player on any team. Who speaks the following lines, which I will read as prose, and to whom are they addressed in Book 1 of the Aeneid? Solvite corde.
Aeneas to his queens.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
C3. Aeneas speaks those words to
Finish your answer, please.
Achates.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
B4.
Answer, please.
Neptune speaks these words to the winds.
No, I'm sorry. Solvite corde metum teucri, se ludite cubras, res dura et regni novitas me talia cogunt, molibri et late finis custode tuavi. It's Dido to the Trojans or Ilioneus near the end of it. Good guesses though. That's no points on 15. What's our score?
After 15, our scores are Massachusetts 155, Illinois 15, and Wisconsin 20.
I like to remind people that with 5 questions to go, big if, there should be any problems with the questions, get them in before we get to 20. Any challenges on 1 to 19 need to be lodged before we start 20. Just a reminder as we're coming up to the final stretch of questions here. We watch people leave. Go. Help me. Great. Toss up number 16 for any player on any team. Responde Anglice. Quae femina, quod credidit se vestem melius texere quam
Name 3.
Arachne.
is correct.
Nice.
Quam deum mutata est in Abraneam. Arachne. Bonus 1. Responde Anglice. Quis credebat se tibia canere posse dulcius quam deum solis?
Could you repeat?
Responde Anglice. Quis credebat se tibia canere posse dulcius quam deum solis?
Say. Time.
Answer, please.
Marsyas.
Marsyas is good. Hands also on the page. Bonus 2. Responde Anglice. Quis ad montem Olympum volare in equo volucri temptaba, sed ad terram cecedet.
Was the only reason that we got that question because I said it out
Yeah, it
loud.
was.
You should
I
do
defer to you. Okay, I defer to A2.
Bellerophon.
Bellerophon.
Good job,
Is
Ian.
correct.
Thank you.
For a full 20 points on 16.
I do what I can, man.
Toss up number 17 for any player on any team. Which of the following regions was not located in Asia Minor? Pamphylia, Paphlagonia, Pannonia,
B1.
Pannonia. That's correct. And Phrygia was the last one on the list. Bonus 1. Which of the remaining regions, Pamphylia, Paphlagonia, and Phrygia, did not border the coast and stood on Asia Minor's central plateau during the late Republic and early Empire?
Good question. Could you please repeat?
Which of the remaining
the list,
regions?
please.
The list. Pamphylia, Paphlagonia, and Phrygia.
After, and what's the third?
Phrygia.
Phrygia. It's switched to no now. I mean, Phrygia's in the
Time.
Answer, please.
Paphlagonia.
It's Phrygia.
Ah!
Bonus 2. Which of the following islands was located farthest from the coast of Asia Minor? Lesbos, Kythera, Rhodes, Samos, Kos.
not Rhodes.
So Greek mythology is in fact important in here.
Repeat the list except for Rhodes.
Lesbos, Kythera, Rhodes, Samos, Kos.
Five.
Answer, please.
Samos.
Kythera. 10 points on toss-up 17. Toss-up number 18 for any player on any team. What son of Portheus undoubtedly did nothing to boost the confidence of his already nervous comrades when he jumped from the Trojan horse and died?
A2. Epeius.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
C3.
Answer, please.
Leontius.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
No place.
I will repeat. What son of Portheus undoubtedly did nothing to boost the confidence of his already nervous comrades when he jumped from the Trojan horse and died on impact? What son of Portheus undoubtedly did nothing to boost the confidence of his already nervous comrades when he jumped from the Trojan horse and died on impact?
B3.
Pandaros.
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Looking for Echion. No points on 18. Toss-up number 19 for any player on any team. The interjections M.
A3.
Answer, please.
Accuse of exclamation.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
C2.
Answer, please.
No answer.
Okay. I will repeat. The interjections M, A, and Y often precede what noun case in Latin, as seen in such expressions as Y victis and A mihi.
B1.
Dative. Is correct. Bonus 1. Which of these Latin phrases conveys a meaning closest to mihi as it is being used in the following sentence? Tu semper eris mihi optimus auctor. Mecum, apud me, quam me, coram me.
Repeat the sentence, please.
Tu semper eris mihi optimus auctor.
Is there a good comparison?
It's like you always will be.
Can you repeat the words?
Mecum, apud me, quam me. I need an answer.
Apud me.
Apud me. Bonus 2. Give the case and reason of revoque fluenti in the following sentence from Virgil's Eclogues. Fer cineres amaruli horas revoque fluenti transque caput iace, nec respect seris. Give the case and reason of revo fluenti in the following sentence from Virgil's Eclogues. Fer cineres amaruli horas revoque fluenti transque caput iace, nec respect seris.
I would honestly say that
That's fine.
Answer, please.
ablative of place where.
No, it is a dative of place to which, dative of direction, dative of motion.
Oh, man.
Virgil's Eclogues. Don't worry, you got 15 points for your trouble. What's our current score as we consider it?
After 19, Massachusetts has 175, Illinois 40, and Wisconsin 20.
At this time, are there any outstanding challenges we need to consider before we move on to the final test? Awesome. I love this.
Are you sure it's not ablative of place?
Yes. They did this one a lot. And I'm just good to go, right? Good. Toss up 20 for any player on any team. What author followed a now lost large epitome to rehash a 37-book work called Peripouseos?
C4. Lucretius.
Lucretius is correct. Peripouseos, which the Greek philosopher Epicurus used to explain his views on nature. Lucretius. Bonus 1. To what deity does Lucretius dedicate his didactic poem?
Venus.
Yeah, Venus. Venus Genetrix, if you want to be fancy. Bonus 2. What Latin word does Lucretius use to refer to the unpredictable swerve of atoms in the universe?
Clinomen.
Yeah, Clinomen is correct. For a full 20 on 20. Final score.
Final score, Massachusetts 175, Illinois 40, and Wisconsin 40.
Don't leave detritus. Good game. That was thoroughly entertaining.
Transfer that energy. Transfer that energy.